Well, hello there, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to today's live stream, where we will be making a spider spawner farm that you can use both as a manual and and you can also AFK it. Works in AFK mode and manual mode. Looks like we got Wolfman with us this morning. I've seen a lot of Echo Soldier vids lately. That's great. Yeah, when it comes to add-ons and stuff, that, like I was saying in another live stream, that's who I watch. I watch his to make sure that before I ever purchase an add-on, that it gets a good review from him. It's a shame that you don't get more information about the add-ons before you buy them, which I think is why he started doing it. I'm not sure, but you know. But yeah, lately I've been watching a lot more of his as well, kind of catching back up on the add-ons. I call it research time. So I'm trying to, get stuff together, especially for the Better on Bedrock world that we're going to be doing when they do their next update. You said there's one that caught your eye the most, and that was the Essential SMP that you could use in Realms. Yeah, there was a couple that that they have out there that can be used in Realms, that when I go that route, definitely will have my eye on them. So, but today I wanted to do something just slightly different than our normal Let's Plays and stuff like that. This week, admins, there was an admin, you could give jobs and such to others in the realm. Yeah, I think I saw that. And those are definitely some I'm going to review more closely at that, because they look very interesting. As we get a bigger community and such, I think something like that would be really fun. So, I don't know if you've seen it, but I made a video, a short little 30-second video for the channel. It's kind of like a channel intro. If you're not subscribed, you'll see it when you visit the page, but if you are subscribed, you won't see it. But if you go to my page and on the videos, you should find it. It's unlisted. So, and in it, well, I even made a short out of it as well that's going around. That's kind of like an advertisement for the channel. But the reason why I bring it up is because I don't know if you've seen it, but it has, toward the end, I put all the naming stuff that we got from the RL craft, like the Evan Chance, the, I did the, Wolfman's Helm, the Simply Nesmo name tag, and I think I also put in the Trist Towers. Saw the places that we named are kind of in that little trailer video. That was kind of my including y'all into it, since y'all were around for just about every single one of those. Well, I know you were around for just about every single one of the videos as much as you could be, or the live streams. So figured that was a way to include y'all in there for the channel trailer. Yeah, you can also see it under the shorts under my channel as well. Oh yeah, the computers. Yeah, I've seen something like that too. Yeah, I have a plan for for going down the line. I've been kind of going through ideas and such as well. But in making those intro videos and the shorts, I kind of got behind on making this video, which I was hoping to have it released tomorrow as my first playing Minecraft Better video. I spent just about yesterday rehearsing it, getting the script ready, and now I need to record it. And I also was like, man, I don't want to go too many more days without a live stream. So if I do a live stream, I might not get the recording done. And if I don't and such, so this is kind of like a 2-for-1. We're going to live stream. We're going to record for the video, at least the making of it part, and have a little fun with it. So, and then toward the end, we'll talk more about the Better on Bedrock fantasy world that I'm going to do, or my ideas for it. So I guess now what we can do is we'll go ahead and get started building. I'm going to be doing this in both creative and survival mode. Be using the creative mode basically to break the blocks faster, so it's not me, you don't have to watch me breaking, mining blocks with a pickaxe or whatnot, because that can drag on for a bit. So, but I kind of have a script next to me that I'm going to just follow it along for as I build it, to make sure that the recording kind of goes with the script a bit when I edit it later. So if you're watching this live stream, appreciate it. This is kind of like the rough cut of the episode that'll be coming later. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. So here we are. Why does it not have my emotion? I put in some emotes here and it keeps changing them. I don't want that. Why is it not? All right, I do have it. Oh, it's not showing the thing. Ah, I got it. I've been playing with some settings too to take off the little, if you notice, I don't have all the little commands down at the bottom that shows what my different buttons do and such like that. Just trying to clean up the screen a little bit, so it's not prompting me on what X and Y and all that kind of stuff do. I also turned the coordinates off. But we don't kind of really need those for now. So you notice we're in the same world as the Tech Haven world. We're using the same spider spawner farm that we found, or same spider spawner that we found in that world. And, well, we're going to use regular Minecraft blocks to do this. In this chest are all the materials you're going to need. We got 4 chests. I need 2 water buckets, 4 hoppers, 4 campfires, some torches. You're not going to need 16, but you'll need some torches. Some glass blocks. I have about 32 just to be safe. About 15 ladders. You're going to need a stack of regular building blocks. I might also be using tinted glass for that, but regular building blocks will work as long as they're solid. You're going to need at least 5 slabs, 4 buttons, and you're going to need, I use grass or dirt, but about 8 temporary blocks. That's what I use the grass for, since they're easy to break. So first thing we're going to need to do, let me get all these up here. You're going to want a slab. the first thing we need to do is we need to clear out the spiders and block it off from spawning. So I will do that in survival mode. We'll come in here. I'm not wearing armor, but I do have a netherite sharpness 5 sword. All right. Now, you want to put a... That went well, didn't it? Maybe I should just do it in creative, right? Well, that's why I put my bed there. So what you want to do right away is put a torch on the spawner. Already got some string. I'm just going to put the string and the spider eyes up in here. All right, so let's go ahead and clear this guy out. All right, so you want to put torches on the spawner. You really just need one to stop it from spawning. But you can put them on all 4 sides if you feel like it. And then, while we're here, we're going to go ahead and put a slab on top of the spawner. This is going to stop the spiders from spawning later on. And what we want to do now is clear everything out of this room. So I'm just going to take all of this and put it in the chest out here. I think that was everything. Yep, that'll work. Okay. I'll go ahead and switch over to creative because I'm going to be breaking some blocks. So there we go. So what we want to do from here is from each direction, we want to measure out 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I like to put a torch down just to mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so now what we need to do is clear out all of these blocks in this area. Okay. And now for the ceiling, we need about 2 to 3 blocks. And since this already has a 3 high ceiling, we're just going to level it out. It's also to maximize the spawning, and kind of with my OCD, I like to have it level. Now in your world as well, you might want to make the walls prettier, more even, but I didn't want to take time to do that. Let's just get the basic spawner built, and I mean, you can add this stuff later if you want. And right, so we have basically 9x9 area cleared out. And we do have some exposure here that we're going to need to close off. And go ahead and get rid of the gravel. Now for this, you can use regular blocks. Or I'm going to use tinted glass just so we can see it later. I know tinted glass is a little harder to come by. But we want to make sure that we cover up all the wall and the roof here. Somebody wanted to come home. Okay. There we go. And this wall as well. So I did leave a gap there, but we're going to leave this hole here. Now what we got to do is decide which way we want the loot, which direction. What we need to decide is on which side do we want to have the loot room. And I'm going to put it on the same side as the Tech Haven world, which was like right over here. So what I'm going to do is break the other torches, leaving just that one torch. And then count out to 4 to the wall here. And then I want to dig out a passageway 2 blocks tall and going 4 deep. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And you might want to go ahead and place a torch here if you're in survival. So now what we want to do is we want to dig down 11 blocks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I'm going to put, oh, look at that, light. So then I just put a torch there. Now I'm going to put ladders so that we can get back up. Okay. And then facing the ladder, I'm going to break that torch real quick. Fix this. We're going to turn, facing the ladder, we're going to turn left and we're going to break these 2 blocks. And then I'm going to put my light source there. So eventually this is going to become a maintenance room. This is the world of recording. So eventually this is going to become a loot room. And what we made here is kind of a maintenance tunnel to get between them quickly. We're going to come back up. Eventually this is going to serve as our where we turn this on and off at. So now what we need to do is clear out all of these blocks going 6 down from the spawner. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be on this floor right here, but all the way around. Make sure to fill any holes in the wall. Probably 2. On creative, you can get to punch holes in that thing so much. All right, so we got I believe that was 5 layers. Now for the last one. Yeah, I think what my plan is going to be is when I do a farm in Tech Haven or something, kind of do the vanilla one in the Tech Haven world. That's why I was kind of doing it like this. So now it should look like this. We've got 6 blocks down, hollowed it out. So now on the side of the room that has the torch, we want to come over here to the middle. We want to break these 4 blocks. Those 4 blocks. And standing on this center one, we want to go down 2 more. And then go ahead and place ladders so that you can get back up. And then we want to dig out, climb back down the ladder. We want to dig out these 3 blocks. And then, so from here, we want to dig out 4 blocks this way, 3 high. Oh, don't want that one. We want a 2 wide trench going 4 blocks deep. Getting dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a torch just to light it up. So it should look like this. You have that 1 gap there. So now we want to come back to the ladder and do the same thing over here. One, 2, 3, 4, and we want to chop this out here. So we should have a 1 block gap everywhere except for right here where the ladder is and the one next to it. This is so the spiders can easily come through this one block gap, but I have had spider jockeys spawn when testing and they get stuck up there. So this right here hopefully helps them kind of fall down. So now what I want to do is come over here and place down 2 temporary blocks here. And now we're going to make an infinite water pool. Place a water bucket there and there. Now we have infinite water. Probably go back to survival. Let me go back to survival. Yep, so I'd be standing here like this after placing it out. So now I can refill my buckets. And we need to go back over here. Now water flows 8 blocks, but our room is 9. So what we need to do is make 1 row of blocks here against this back wall. And then we need to put water next to them, all along that. So and as you can see, the water is flowing right to the edge without going over. All right, it looked like that. And now we can come down here. And now we're going to break the ladders. And let's go and get 2 more water buckets. We want to put, oh, before we do that, so for this next part, it's optional, but it really helps in the troubleshooting of the farm should something go wrong. What I want to do, is break these 4 blocks here and replace them with glass. Ian, why are you cheating? Oh, hey Ian, how are you doing? Well, basically I'm recording for a video, so to save time, so you don't have to watch me mine out the blocks, I'm switching to creative just to smash the blocks to make it faster. So now what we're going to do is come back here. We need our buttons. Actually, take our buttons and we're going to place them here. And this is, those glass blocks were optional, but these are not. So now what we need to do is take, I got 2 empty buckets somehow. Oh, because I was in that. So now what we need to do is put water here and here. And it will stop right at the buttons. Make sure you fill your water. Now we take our temporary blocks and we're going to place them here and here. And then break them. So that you got a water flow that comes right here. So now what we want to do is break out these 4 blocks right here and go 3 down. One, 2, 3. And if done correctly, you're going to show up right here where your maintenance ladder was. So next, we want to carve out a 4x4 room, 2 blocks high, from the ladder here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see it would be right underneath our water source there. So we want to carve out all of this. So yeah, so if you use the glass earlier, you'll see the water flowing right above you. So now what we want to do, so now we need to set up the chest and the hoppers. So we need to break out these 8 blocks right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. That should be all of our block breaking. So now we need to get our hoppers and our chest. We put 2 chests there. 2 chests there. Then we want to crouch, put hopper in the back of that one. Back of that. We put another hopper going into that one. And a hopper going into there. Now what we need to do . So if done right, you got these 2 hoppers feeding into that chest and these 2 hoppers feeding into this chest. So now you can crouch, put down 4 campfires. I'm going to remove this torch. So now we need our glass blocks again. And we want to put, you have to put glass blocks here so that you can still open the chest. If you use a solid block, you won't be able to open the chest. And you can use a solid or glass block there if you like. And then you want to put slabs here and here. You can, for safety reasons, you can also put, you can use temporary blocks if you like. Place it there, or you can, if you have an extra slab, you can put the slab there. So now we're going to head back. Now this is pretty much the farm is done. So let's head back to the top. Come back to our maintenance thing here. Everything is sealed off. So what we want to do is break that torch. And we want to seal this off with temporary blocks. And we'll come all the way back down. And we should see the spiders falling in here shortly. Here they come. This is why I made the glass, so that you can actually see them. So you can stay here, you can AFK. Just let the campfires kill the spiders. There's the torch that I lost earlier. Now, what I've gotten from testing is that you don't get the spider eyes while you're AFK, nor do you get the experience. But let's see, more spiders come. If you have a sword, you can hit the spiders before the fire finishes them off. These spider spawners are not fast farms. So if you hit them, you should get the experience. Like that. So now you can get the experience. And should get spider eyes start to drop. Yeah, so there you have it. You can, this is a spider spawner farm done in vanilla Minecraft, where you can sit here, go AFK, and then switch back to manual anytime you like. And there is one other thing you can do here. If you have meat on you, say you're out on your road, you come back, you got a lot of meat on you, you can stand here and put the meat on the campfires and it will cook. And then when they're finished, they will collect in the chests. Let me... I forgot to put some in here. So yeah, if you take yeah, you can stand here and aim onto the campfires and you can put the meats on there. This corner one's hard to reach unless you break this block, but I have found the spiders can hit you if you stand right there in that corner, so yeah. So we kind of have a 3-in-1 here. You need the manual, it's an AFK, and it's a meat cooker. Already got food coming in. All right, so that went a lot faster than I thought. Of course, I spent a couple of days building this a couple of times, so. Yeah. kind of the way I made it. The it took a little bit longer to get here. The reason why it took so long is because at first I had it where I put water sources here and I had them flowing out that way in that direction. And what I realized is if you get too far away from the spawner, they stop spawning. So even though the initial ones would come down, you'd have to keep, I think if you get more than 6 blocks away from the spawner, it won't work anymore. And this keeps you close enough to the spawner. Or maybe it's 8. I don't know, because like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like you get too far that way, then the spawner stops working. But this keeps you right here. You can look up and see if anything's kind of causing troubles. I haven't seen any spiders try to climb up that wall and get stuck. And I mean, all the materials are, you know, the hardest things to get pretty much are probably the iron to make the hoppers. So but yeah, quick and easy, vanilla Minecraft. And then you don't get a whole lot of experience here. There's probably better experience farms. And I do wonder if you switch that out with a different mob, how that would work. Creepers maybe, well, creepers you'd have to be careful if they've seen you or not. But I haven't seen a spider jockey yet. But normally you don't find these above ground, so you can seal it off underground. You see the spiders, they try to climb out, but eventually they just kind of fall down and then they're kind of stuck. And then they'll bump each other down. And you get them looking at you through the glass. And you can get some experience. I think the faster you kill them, the better the farm will work. Because I don't think these are far enough away for them to still count on the thing. I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, I just want to make something simple that you can build in your world. I mean, I know that you could probably build a trident killer here that would get you the experience as well, but then you would have to go to the nether to get the quartz for the observers and such, and find tridents and such, so that can get kind of difficult. And then you got to get redstone for the pistons, so yeah, no redstone. Pretty simple. So, yeah. So that's it for the recording part of this. We're like 45 minutes in. Wasn't sure how long this was going to take. How's everybody doing? Yeah, Ian, I saw you asked a while ago why I was cheating, and so basically this is, like I described earlier, this was just a recording for a video. I'm going to trim all this up, fix the voiceover, and it'll be a video that people can watch. be like shorter. So that's why I was using the creative mode to break the blocks. So you didn't have to sit there and watch me with a pickaxe. I mean, everybody knows how to pickaxe a block. So, so what I'm going to do real quick is take a couple-minute break. I know we haven't hit the hour mark yet, but I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll get up, stand up, walk around, get a drink, kind of break, and then we'll be right back and figure out what we're going to do next. If you want, I'm going to leave this sitting here and we can just watch the spiders die. So I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Wolfman says, maybe I could make that myself in my world. I'm sure you could. Hopefully following the directions here, you find one in your world, you'll be able to clear it out. the hardest part, I believe, would be making sure you line this up right. So that's why it's to come out 4, go down 11, and then you'd have your room. Now, to turn off the farm, what you want to do is you're going to have to break this block and this block and put a torch on it. And then you can cover this back up, and eventually they will stop. Yeah, see, they're... and eventually they fall. I'm thinking Tech Haven, I actually kind of made a wall right here where I could hit them if they were getting stuck too much. Getting real close in the face here. That's how I can do a close-up, just standing a 2-block thing. So yeah, there's a spider farm. So that's our spider spawner farm. It's a manual or AFK. It's all ready for Bedrock survival. So, do you need all the strings and eyes for something important? Well, the strings can be turned into beds, or can be turned into wool. The eyes can be used for potions later on. Now, in the Tech Haven world, the string was there to help me get more wool and stuff to make the bandages, or to make fabric, I think is what I needed it for. But yeah, let me take the string, and you can use the string to make wool. But you get a lot of string. I think you can use it for other things as well. I mean, it's not as good as like iron and stuff like that, but it's there. And spider eyes, you use that in potions, make fermented eyes, and you can use that in brewing and stuff. Of course, to make potions, you have to go to the Nether to get the blaze rods, but that's another farm for another day. Yeah. So this part I'm going to record for the actual video, so I don't have to do the voiceover later. But if you made it this far, hit the like button and drop a comment. Let me know how you felt about this farm and what farm you might need in your world. A comment that was actually posted by Wolfman10 inspired this farm. So will your comment be inspiration for a future video? Building Minecraft creations. Let me go again. Building Minecraft creations is great, but what I love even more is building our helpful community. So subscribe to become a part of it today. And my name is Sycoe. Let me get that centered up right. Well, now it wants to go this way. And I will see you soon. All right. Blank screen. Let me go back to the video, turn the hand stuff back on. And I think, oh, forgot. Let me, since this is my recording world, as you can see, just kind of build a way back out to the surface here. And now there's could be other ways to make that door better. I just figured this was the easiest right now. I think you get fancy with some redstone or something, but mainly just getting access to that one torch, what turns it off and on. Damn. So this is not the same world that I've been doing my Tech Haven recordings in, but it is the same world seed that Tech Haven is based out of. This is kind of the general area you've noticed. And if you go back to the very old school, very first Tech Haven 1.0, way over there on that beach is where I had my first recording, first base was made, or dude. Yeah. The Tech Haven world, it's not Tech Haven. But yeah, so over there, over there is where that first recording was. It's in the Vintage Sycoe playlist now. And I actually recorded a second video for that series and had it edited and ready to go, but it was so terrible that I actually scrapped it and started over instead of releasing it because it was that bad. Those were my first Minecraft videos, so I wouldn't have felt good releasing it. So I mean, to me it's important. Yeah, I wasted a lot of hours of my time making that, but me wasting my time is one thing, but me wasting your time by watching garbage is not acceptable. So I'd rather just scrap the video than put something out there I know is terrible. So, but yeah, this is kind of the world. If you notice, I think I did in the parent craft, I kind of used the same thing and did a flyover of it. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing with, starting off. That's why I'd love to grow big. I want to do it, kind of organically. I want it to happen naturally. I got to get my skills up. I feel like I am, I keep trying to get better. Talking, live streaming. Very first couple ones I practiced on were horrible. But it's great having the support of chat and everybody as well. I mean, that really helps. I was not sure how fast I would get this recorded, and I think if I was by myself in my room just kind of recording this, it would have taken me a lot longer. I'd have gotten distracted so easily. Oh, that old world? Yeah, that was something else, wasn't it? Yeah, this world right here. Actually, another tidbit that goes with it, if you didn't notice, what we started doing was taking the shield, our shields. Every time a pillager patrol would come by, we'd kill them and get their flags. So you would see, I'm gonna stay in survival for this. You come up here. Yeah, we hadn't been in this world in forever. But right over there is all the every time we got a pillager raid, or every time we had pillagers come, we would kill them and then take their flags and then stick them out there so they could see it. And I've never quite seen this world like this with this big render distance because I played it on a realm. Ah, thank you. Yeah, we you see, we were spawn proofing the area while he was building. I think we had it figured out. There's a method of like every 11 blocks or something. There was a pattern to this where we were placing fence posts and torches. We were trying to spawn proof it out a bit. But yeah, some of the add-ons now, just kind of like farming pots, makes all of that where you don't need it anymore. And then I don't know what I was doing here. Oh, and this is what I forgot to show y'all at the hang on. I'm getting a warning about my stream kind of going slow. But yeah, so yeah, we this chicken farm is fun. Ouch. We are making pumpkins. Oh, that's what. So our plan was we were going to make a plan to attack the mansion. So I was growing pumpkins and we were going to take the iron and we were going to use iron golems to storm it. And so, as you can see here, I was growing, we were trying to make dye farms was my next one. Different dyes and such as well. So this was all cocoa beans, and to harvest them, you just hit the button. And it pushes the wood. That was about as automatic as you could get it. I really don't know why I'm replacing all that except for out of habit. So yeah. I got tired of breaking those. Yeah. And so I built that by hand as well. Wanted to be able to see that. I didn't finish tiling the roof. But yeah, this was actually a mountain right over here. And I had to flatten all of this out. That was a beast. I made these gates to kind of take over the area. Wow, yeah, there's I really hadn't seen those lands over there because of the render distance. The render distance on the realm would have made those islands right there barely visible. Yeah, install the security cameras here. Yeah, much of the add-ons would make it easier and more amazing. It would. It would. This was my way over the fence when I was doing some building over here. Fighting mobs. Oh, I was marking out chunks here too. Yeah, and it would make it easier. Yeah, I was marking off chunks right there to make sure some of this stuff stayed on the right chunks. The TNT. Yeah. Well, so one, aside from just, you know, we had when they had that glitch or they had that bug, they kind of shut everything down. I'm wondering, can I turn this off? So, when kind of like when that happened, and then at the same time they started teasing that they were going to release the villager that villager update where the villager trading update. That's what they were teasing out for us and such. So I was like, well, you're going to need biomes. You're going to need, you know, villagers of, you know, all the biomes and such. So this world, the biomes are too spread out. So I started looking for a seed, and that's where I found the Tech Haven one. Because the Tech Haven one has a lot of the biomes pretty close by, within like 1,000 blocks of spawn and such. So one, you can get all the dogs pretty easily, and two, if you need to do the villager, if they did the villager trading, it would be easier to gather the villagers and bring them to one location in that world than in here. You see, we did some deep slate. Covered this thing up in deep slate. Yeah, this but yeah, that was kind of our plan. And I'm kind of surprised at how well this wall worked the other day. Did you see that, where I put that big that colossal TNT and it blew everything but this wall? It's kind of what started dragging on too, is just kind of the... Imagine I was going to do that all the way around. Yeah. Well, that kind of brings me to what my next kind of plan is. And we actually played around with planes in a world one time as well. Yeah, played around with some of those add-ons. I've got some of them. A little hut up there on the top of that hill is pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, I liked this world. This world was fun to build. I mean, from where we are right here, you had the kind of that beach over there with all the stone that you can mine out if you need it to. I think there was somewhere... I was looking for a slime chunk around here somewhere, but... And you can see that outpost way over there. Man, the render distance. I can't get over that render distance because you could not see that stuff when we were playing this on the Realm. That's what I don't like about the Realms. And my early recordings were coming off of a Realm server. So, look at that mountain range in the background. That's pretty cool. Yeah, my nephew and I had some fun pranking each other on this too. So, I don't know. That's why we kept the world around. We didn't want to get rid of it. And I think the three of us had our kind of bases together. I kind of sort of made a base here, but we had kind of taken all the villagers here and multiplied them out to where they were and stuck them in a trading hall. And that's why I was kind of like, well, with the add-ons, you can replace a lot of these. Like you don't need the iron farm with that quantum miner. So it I was kind of making the idea of that if I ever did turn this into like a server, you know, that's kind of why I was building up the spawn area. Kind of building up the spawn area of Tech Haven as well. But yeah, for a new world. Well, yeah, what so my plan, what I was thinking is that I have like you can see this, man, Tech Haven's all the way down here now. So the naming of this came off the realm. That's the other problem with the realm. It started off, having it start off on the realm is being able to change the name is like so frustrating. But the so what I wanted to do is create a new world. Let me get rid of one of these. It's a stage world where I do some stuff. I don't need this one anymore. Yeah, this is where I originally built that spider spawner farm. Part of the creative process was making a I was doing, it was kind of like the rehearsal where I was building it as I was writing the script to make sure that what I was doing would make it. Oh yeah. So I know we're waiting to do better on Bedrock. I think they're 1.1.4, something like that. And what I wanted to do, what I was thinking about doing was having, so I have Tech Haven, which is like tech-based world. And then I wanted to create a fantasy type world with better on Bedrock as its base. So I was going to call it Sycoe. And so I don't know the seed that I would make yet. Let me do multiplayer. This just keeps people on my friends list from just jumping in while I'm recording. My plan was to make the fantasy world just for live streams. Yeah, well, the plan was activate actions and stuff. These are resource packs. I set it on this. And then come down to behavior packs and available. So what I wanted to do was I'm going to add, I bought some new ones actually. I wanted to add the kind of making it magical, kind of add the mystical agriculture. Kind of like to make it, have it more, I know it's got quest in it, but to also kind of make more skills, kind of add the RPG skills add-on. The I haven't gotten into the Villager Plus with in Tech Haven, but I was going to add it onto this because I think it's got like dwarves and wizards and stuff, which would go good with the fantasy. The, where is it? I don't think I have enchanted wood or enchanted forest. Or is that in the Bedrock? So I definitely wanted to add farming pots. And where is it? The Uncrafter Plus. And yeah, the soundscapes. I don't know if it had it in there or not. And then I debated on Brutal add-on, but I think I'm just going to leave that in Tech Haven. And I guess we could add the Naturalist. How many does that make us? Just 8? Yeah, so I do have the Marketplace Pass as well. If I create this, like I want to go to the Marketplace, but if I back out of this, then it's going to unicorns. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm kind of, oh, wait, where is the, wait, there should be more. Add, because I just bought a couple. Okay, behavior packs. More. This can't be all my, this. Hold on. You tried the Armored 3D add-on, but that was strange to play in. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's go, actually, I want to go to the Marketplace. Come to my library. But I know I haven't downloaded it yet. That's why it wasn't showing up. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to add this to it, but it wasn't showing up. We've got the Mosey's, is it Mousey's bosses? And have medieval too. Yeah, the one thing I haven't figured out is, do I want the dragon, do I want a dragon add-on in there? Is kind of what I was looking at. But yeah, so Mousey's mobs. This is myths and dragons. Thought about trying those, but yeah, see, I got the planes add-on. Pirate one's too weird. There's too many guys spawning too fast everywhere. There's a realm management tool. Thought about storage drawers, but I'm gonna leave that one. I'm not even what the Vibrant Memories is. I do have world utilities. Yeah, there's a like Techno was one of the first ones I did, but I'm really not happy with it. I even got the machinery, but that one just looked a little weird. And the grappling hooks is kind of cool, but then it gets kind of feels too easy because they got one where you can just break blocks. I mean, I could terraform an entire mountain in like 30 minutes with the way it just destroyed blocks. I got the essentials. Search for armor 3D in medieval. All right, let's go to add-ons. Go. Here's all the, you got armor plus, armors. Armor add-on. Some left to pass yesterday. Yeah. I did. I'm trying to do it just in add-ons. 3D armor. Oh, there it is. Right there, the 3D armor. Yeah, that's a texture pack. And it's on sale. It does look like you get some Mandalorian kind of looking character skins, doesn't it? Oh, they really doing a lot of the texturing. Yeah, some of those are kind of cool. When we play the trailer, see what it does. That is kind of cool. Didn't want to play it too terribly long because I don't know if they start hitting me up for music and stuff. Copyright music. It's pretty cool though. I'm not, you know, I wish you could see more about these armors and stuff when you could see more details. That's why I kind of like Exo Soldier doing the reviews. You can kind of get an idea of if they're overpowered or not. I think the main thing I was looking for more was a dragon one. Wait, I want to. Dragons and add-ons. Yeah, some of these, it's just kind of like you don't know how good they are, even though they're kind of not too expensive. It didn't look like that when you were playing it. It was more dark and strange. Yeah, that's the other thing about the trailers and such. They can, you know, they look great, but how do they perform? And there's a few dragon add-ons. Basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go through Echo's videos and see which one of these dragon ones is you know, he talked about the best. I mean, you got, when it comes to dragons, you know, I figured if we had a fantasy world, we could put the dragon back into it again. I mean, that's got like a 4.7 stars. Relate it. 1,000,000 horses. That's the one that's got the unicorns and stuff in it. Then you got dragon biomes. Then the magic. What dragon add-on did you get? You love the dragon add-on that you got? Shiny dragons, rare variants, special and unique dragon attacks. Oh, this, I think he was reviewing one. There's an add-on that's called Unicorn. I've seen that unicorn one. This might be the dragon one that he was reviewing and saying was really good. Yeah, I think this was the one he was saying was really good and balanced because it had the guy that actually sold them. Where you could fast travel between places with your dragon. It kind of gave me kind of like a RL Craft. Kind of like an RL Craft light kind of feels what I was with the kind of like the fantasy Sycoe world. But let's look up unicorns. Unicorn. Was that it? Unicorns? Oh man. Yeah, Riley would love that one. You would definitely want to put that one in her world. You can fly them. Yep, I could see that being her right there. And then you got the evil ones. That would be a lot more interesting than maybe a dragon one, because the dragons just feel too much like RL Craft and can sometimes be too powerful. You downloaded much from the marketplace yesterday? Yeah. What I'll do with this one is I'm going to put that on kind of like a favorites to check out later. Look at Essential SMP. The Essentials, or is it Essential SMP? I see there's the computers one that you were talking about. Oh, there it is, Essentials SMP. Hold on. By Chunk Labs. Oh, start a faction, give your friends ranks and more, all toggleable. Toggleable. Huh. Skills and abilities. Um, there's what worries me right there is a 3.4 rating. Silk Touch gives spawners. It looks like it would be good for a realm or SMP kind of thing. Yeah, you got almost. Yeah, the yeah, definitely this one I wonder about because it's got like nearly 30% of the people gave it a 1 star, and not even half the people gave it a 5. So we'll have to see if he reviewed it before I would get it. But yeah, Ultimate Realm and Worlds Tool Pack, Starter Pack. Yeah, I'd have to look at a couple of these. Get ready to shape your maps and realms, custom NPCs, a mine system, leaderboard, silk touch spawners, punishments and stats, cool floating text. Yeah, definitely when it comes time. I mean, I like that there's more tools out there now for the realms, for managing a realm server like, you know, what like another server. You know, giving you more abilities like you see in a lot of the Java stuff. So I do like that. It definitely, I know there's a couple of more. Hello, Efren, how are you doing? We finished up the spider spawner farm already. We are kind of just kind of going over a we're going to make a new fantasy world. It's going to be based off Better on Bedrock. We're waiting for it to update. When it updates, we're going to start doing live streams on that, similar to how we did the RL Craft series. But my feelings are that when we do the Better on Bedrock, it's going to be a fantasy world, and I won't be doing anything off camera. It would be rare that I do anything off camera, unlike the RL Craft. So it might become like a forever kind of world that we live stream. Oh, biomes and structures. Yeah, I thought about that, adding biomes and structures. Let's see if it's in popular. I know you got structures. Biomes plus. Let's look here. So how are you doing today, Efren? Am I saying that correctly? Biomes plus structures. Albino animals. Man, they got so many crazy stuff. Biomes and structures. Did it just come out? 8 new biomes, 15 structures, custom trees, saplings, biome mob variants, vanilla gameplay features. Okay. Configurable settings for realm owners. Add this add-on to your world today. Was that a mummy? That's an Enderman mummy. You see it? You reviewed it 2 weeks ago? I'll have to check it out. It does. I get cautious when the texture pack kind of makes it too much from original Minecraft. New trees, structure generation. I kind of like that. The mob variants. Okay. It's gotten some good reviews so far, it looks. And the different zombies. Like they changed the husk into those zombie things there. The Enderman looks kind of cool. I got 73 ratings so far. I have to take a look at it. Because I know that Better on Bedrock's got some different kind of biomes and structure generation as well. So my only concern is, will it interfere with that? Yeah, it's different in every biome. Yeah, and that sounds pretty cool. The with it being a fantasy world too, it's like we could put some stuff in there, and if it doesn't work out right, we can change it out, I believe, without messing with the story too much. Wow, and that's 990 coins too. Yeah. I had to add some coins to my account just so I could get some of those Mousy's bosses and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought about the caves thing too, but you know, then they've got more simple structures. Oh yeah, definitely Echo Soldier before I buy. Yeah, definitely I look at Echo Soldier before I buy anything. I made that mistake very early on. I bought one that looked really cool, and as soon as I got it, I was like, what? This, you know, it had all kinds of things. They didn't really, I don't know. I mean, I know they can only show so much, or they only get so much room to describe it, but I mean, it was kind of buggy. There were things that, um, and that they had to change. Epic kill. Oh, the kill motions and stuff. Yeah, I think I've seen it, but it wasn't like, the death animations or something. Look at all these. All these ones they came out with. Yeah, the kill animations. Oh, death animation. There it was, wasn't it? Death animations. Works on any world, new or old. Gravestones for every mob and player. That's pretty cool. Dead player dropped inventory save system. Death statistic tracking. Compatible with most texture packs. Compatible with actions and stuff, 32x and 64 texture settings. That is kind of funny. Did he review that one too? Oh, epic kill animation. There it is. Become the hero. Turn your battles into awesome action scenes with slow motion finishers and epic animations. I'll have to check that out because that could definitely make some good, I guess, recording or scenes for videos. I mean, that's what I also have to think about too. And I'm looking at this is the getting, making great content with it stuff too. But I could see that being kind of cool when I mean, if it works the way I think it does. Let's check its trailer out. I know I'm doing it on my Xbox. That's pretty funny. I wonder though, like the first couple of times you kill something is cool, but like that animation on every single kill would start to get old. The actions and stuff update, yeah. Did it update? Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, I definitely have that one. This is the skin I used when I thought it would show up on other stuff. I got some nice textures. Look at that guy. You choose how often it shall happen. Oh, okay. Oh, you can choose how often it happens. Okay. I like that. Yeah, that's definitely something to consider. I'm going to look into some of this stuff. I am leaning more toward the unicorns than an actual dragon update to the fantasy world. Dragons kind of feel over the top, especially after doing an RL craft. These will be added in. Mousie's mobs. I saw that, and that feels like it can definitely add the epic adventure to the. Hold on, my thing going crazy. Where is my about? There we go. 12 unique mobs. The official Bedrock edition. So yeah, I mean, you got these epic bosses that you can get good gear that can make you powerful. I like that kind of progression thing. The I saw some of that RPG skills where you can actually make yourself into like a dwarf or wizard, or I mean, you lose some abilities to get to overemphasize others. So it had some pretty cool stuff to it. That's why I kind of liked it, to kind of mimic the skill progression of RL craft, but hopefully not make it so overpowered. So kind of see how that goes. But yeah, so I think what I want to do is, we're coming up on almost 2 hours here. I know we've gone through a lot of these. What since it's just the two of us and all, I want to go ahead, I'm thinking about, we'll just go ahead kind of ending it. Make a forever world your subscribers can play on. Yeah, that's something I could do in the future. It's definitely something like that takes a bit of time and energy, and money to kind of make sure that you have the right stuff in place to make it a safe environment. It's kind of like like a group of friends doing it is not a problem. Everybody knows each other. There's no problem. But when, you know, you're creating a channel and all that kind of stuff, it's like if something happens, it's reflected on me. And if I don't have things in place to moderate stuff, to make sure that, you know, things are safe and, you know, and all, it reflects badly upon me. So that's why these are great ideas, and it's stuff that I'd love to do along with a bunch of ideas that I have. So it's there. I love the ideas. Just because I'm not jumping on them doesn't mean that I don't like them. Just, we got to the channel's got to get bigger. We get more people. We can definitely, kind of like money makes the world go around too. I hate to be like that, but it's like, it kind of, it'd be nice if I could, but, and we'll get there one day. But it's definitely something it'd be kind of cool to see, basically play with everybody, have a world that everybody gets to build their own things. But I'll find ways to do that instead. That's why I like the live streams, especially with RL Craft, kind of having chat and everybody kind of help guide where I go, kind of what we do. That's kind of the trade-off right now. Ah, look, Tris showed up. There's a stream today. Yeah, we're actually, you caught it right here at the end. We're at the 2-hour mark. We're about to be at the 2-hour mark. Yeah, we basically did created a spider spawner farm. Actually, we were doing the recording. I'm going to edit it out and we're going to make a video of it. Then we were just talking about making the fantasy world that'll be for live streams, that'll be based off Bedrock. We're going to call it Sycoe. And we were just talking about what add-ons to add to it. It's not solidified yet. It's not set in stone. And that will become the next live stream kind of series that we do, similar to RL Craft, but they will be shorter streams of about 2.5 hours, 3 at the max. I won't be doing off-camera stuff like in RL Craft. I built those spawner farms and the experience farms and everything. I did that off camera just because I knew it would take so long, and some of the mining and stuff I wasn't sure it'd slow down a live stream. But and then the goal is kind of going forward, we're going to have like my Tech Haven world. It's going to be tech add-on based. It's going to be more I won't say modern as in our modern sense, but maybe like 18th century, 1800s kind of modern, maybe. Or even not even that, sort of kind of like a steampunk kind of, modern kind of thing. And then have the Sycoe with the Bedrock be more of a magical fantasy kind of world, where we kind of do both. So in that way I can, if we plan it like that, then I can do more bigger builds or stuff in the Better on Bedrock one or the Sycoe Scapes. Invest more into the farming and stuff like that. Similar to how we're doing with Tech Haven. I think with the RL craft, we knew it wasn't going to be a forever world. We knew we weren't keeping the world, so it was hard to invest in doing anything that was more than necessary. But yeah, so you got the Pocket Edition. You recently got Pocket Edition. Oh, awesome. I've tried it on my phone. I fumble with it, but I'm used to playing on the consoles. My daughter Riley, she plays it on the iPad and she does well with it. So, but you know, she's growing up with that technology, I guess. This makes a difference. I have my nephew. He's like, "Why aren't you playing Java?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know if I can use a controller on Java." That's my problem. I've been playing with the controller for so long that I don't, you know, keyboard and mouse is kind of weird to me. Do I have any trusted apps for it? For the Pocket Edition? No, I don't. I haven't messed with the Pocket Edition, so I don't know of any good apps for it. I know it's kind of had its own kind of add-on or mod kind of market for the longest time. That's different than the other consoles. But I'm not familiar with it enough to really say anything on it. The that's not, you know, I don't really play that mode, so I don't really have it. But yeah, just make sure you do your research on it before you download anything. That's the main thing. I know those ones aren't. You're able to connect the controller to a PC. Yeah, well, when I'm playing Bedrock on my PC, you know, I could use the controller for that. That wasn't a problem. But when using Java on my PC, I don't know if you can use a controller for that. I think you have to get I don't know if there's a mod that allows you to use the controller. I'd have to look into that, but it felt like a lot of work, so I just continued playing on Bedrock. So I don't know. I could see I get that to work, and you know, I thought about doing some of that, like that craft mine that they had for the April Fools this last year. That looked interesting to play. I never got to fully play that. You know, doing some stuff on that would be kind of cool. But we'll see how it goes. But I want to thank you, everybody. You know, we got some stuff coming. What I want to do now, you know, we're gonna we got this recording out of the way this morning, got some work done there. So I'm gonna turn that into a video. I'm gonna try to get it out for tomorrow. Can't guarantee, but that's my goal. You heard there was a controller for Java? Yeah, I heard I thought I saw a mod for it, but I didn't really research it thoroughly. But, you know, kind of got other stuff I was kind of like, you know, other stuff to research, like getting the live streams to where I can multi-stream on different platforms, where I can get some better overlays, kind of fix that up. That's on the radar after I get some more of my videos kind of caught up. I'm kind of behind on getting the content. Trying to work on that consistency, work on the stuff that gets everybody kind of coming to the channel and subscribing. Then, and you know, and of course, you know, the Discord server as well. I know that probably wouldn't take much once I could sit down and actually research it and make it and such. So yeah, I've got a lot of little irons in the fire, so to say. A lot of projects kind of sitting there that I want to do. So like I said at the beginning, we needed to record for the spider spawner video so I can launch my playing Minecraft better kind of playlist or videos. And I also wanted to do a live stream at the same time because it's been a while since I've done one. So kind of like 2 for 1, similar to how the spider spawner farm was, you know, manual and automatic at the same time. So I want to thank both of y'all. Definitely check out the short if you haven't already. Like I was telling Wolfman earlier, there's a I put in the name stuff that we did from RL Craft in the short at the, you know, kind of toward the very end, and you can see the like the larger form of it for the on the it's unlisted on the channel. So if you look for the videos under unlisted, you might probably see it there. So you're doing great for the community, Sycoe. Well, thank you. I'm you know, mainly I like to help people. You know, I feel I'm getting to play Minecraft better, learning from everybody, the tips that y'all give and stuff. And so, you know, kind of like a group, we're all learning, kind of learning more. So I like kind of helping everybody kind of lead the process, I guess. So, well, y'all have a good day, a good rest of your day. I know it's probably later in the evening for both of y'all, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to try to get that video out tomorrow. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do a Monday, Thursday kind of live stream stuff. These Sunday live streams were, Riley was not, it was kind of taking away my time with her on the weekends. So, so we're going to, I think a Monday, Thursday kind of thing might work. So that way I can get more time with her or get more done on the weekends. So, again, all right. Well, I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much. And I'll see you later. And take care.